Welcome to another edition of Digital Marketing 101. I am Solomon Timothy. Today's question is, what experiments can I perform to increase conversion rates? This is a fantastic question. Let's dive in. So in this video, what I want to do is give you a couple of things that you can work on if you are not currently optimizing different parts of your website for conversion. So typically, I recommend using some sort of an A/B test tool to have a different version of the page be served to 50% of the traffic and a different version to the other 50%, so you can see which version is actually producing better results, right? As a marketer, A/B testing or split testing is in our blood, right? So you want to make sure that you're not just changing the buttons, you're actually creating two versions to see which button actually increases conversion. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple things that you can work on. The first one is call to actions. All right, so you want to test your call to actions. All right, so this is a big one. You think that it is maybe request a quote, maybe you think it's request a call, but in reality, it might be something else. Registering for a webinar or save my seat. There are hundreds and hundreds of variations that you could use to test your landing page. So what you want to do right now, start with the basics, the most simple things. What are you asking people to do? So the first one I would recommend is the call to action button. Whether you want to change the color, change the text, whatever it is, make sure that you create a different version so it's not almost identical, somewhat different, so that you can tell this is A or B. Register now versus save my seat, right? That's an example that we use all the time for webinar registration. So the first piece that you want to do is test your call to action button. Another example might be pricing versus requested demo, right? Who wants to see prices? Is pricing more important? Is that what people really care about? Or seeing what the product is all about? So that is definitely the first thing that you want to test. The second thing that you want to test is placement. Where are you placing the text, the content? You want to make sure you're moving things around. Maybe the headline needs to be moved a little bit, or the call to action, maybe the main image that you have. You want to test placement, right? Placement of things. And this is a really easy way to know desktop versus mobile. Where is the call to action? Is it above the fold, right? What does it say? Is there an option to maybe tap and click to dial, right? Are you interested in phone calls? Placement of things are really, really important. You want to make sure that on a desktop or a mobile device, when you're creating the A versus B, there's actually some sort of change so you could test which one's actually working for you. The third thing that I would like you to test is colors. I know you have a lot of brand guidelines and everything like that, and you can't leave those colors behind, but at the end of the day, you want to test within the limitations of your branding guidelines what colors are going to perform best for your landing pages, right? So you want to make sure that you are testing colors. You want to make sure that both options look good, but one's a little different enough for you to see that certain colors would actually perform better for your business. So testing colors is really, really important. A lot of people underestimate it because they're sort of tied to a branding guideline that you don't have a lot of room to change. So if you can test colors that are within your branding guideline, I promise you that you're going to see a significant difference just by changing something small throughout the landing page. We've seen it, and we certainly recommend testing colors. Colors is one of those things that people underestimate the power of, and I believe that if a certain color button pops out at me, I'm more likely to click on it. Even if it's on a mobile device, I want to make sure that, hey, I saw that green button, I'm going to click on that. It's telling me to download something, maybe I need this stuff. You want to make sure that that is something that you have tested on your landing page to maximize conversions. The next piece that I would test is imagery, right? You want to make sure, can you swap them? Can you put one that has a person's face versus maybe some sort of a graphic, right? So can you test imagery on your page? And if you create version A with one type of an image, version B with another, we've tested it with the different types of demographics that we're going after, one always performs slightly better. Maybe just people can connect with that picture. So test it. Maybe you need a person's face, maybe you don't. Creating versions allow you to really get down deeper into getting more conversions from your current traffic without driving more traffic. Driving more traffic has costs associated with it. So you would have to increase your PPC budget or create more content or whatever it is. So if you can increase conversions without increasing traffic, then you're actually getting more sales, or you're getting more juice from the traffic that you're already getting. So the last piece that I want you to work on is copy. Maybe it's long form versus short. So the reason I say that is a lot of time, especially on Facebook ads, especially on mobile ads, I'm clicking on an ad and I see such limited amount of content on a page and just grabbing my email address, first name, last name. And sometimes we as marketers think that we have to put such huge funnels in place in order to get someone to download, right? So my recommendations is to test. Nobody knows how much copy your landing page need, and so you may want to create a stripped down version of your landing page with just a header, a little bit of copy, literally the whole page fits on a mobile device without the need of scrolling, and see if that drives more conversion, right? So if you can test just few of these things, trust me, this is all beginner stuff. It's not advanced. It's nothing crazy, just things like your call to action, the placement of a picture. Do you want picture A or picture B? Maybe it's colors, maybe it's long form versus short form copy. You will be able to see significant difference in just what you didn't even know was possible from your website, right? What's the worst thing that could happen? You might drop a little bit of conversion, but you should know that, hey, my version was already doing really well because we tested it, it didn't work. But as a marketer, testing should never be done. You're consistently testing your ad copies, you're testing your call to actions, you're testing your colors, your buttons, the placement, and things like long form versus short form should allow you to see how to get more conversions from the existing traffic that you have. All right, so this question is a fantastic question. What sort of experiments can I be doing every single day? And I don't have some super fancy software to do conversion optimization, but my basic one should allow me to do a few things. What are they, right? That's the question. So you should certainly be testing these things regardless. Every landing page software has some sort of testing available. So start testing the copy, the call to actions, the button, the placement. Even sometimes on a form, the number of fields can make a significant increase in conversions. Just the number of fields. So I wish I could just ask one piece of information. I like to ask first name, last name, and email, just so I can put a name to that email address. But even just removing that enables you to get more conversions. It's amazing what testing can do to knowing how to get more leads, how to get more people, marketing qualified leads or even sales qualified leads into your funnel with just minor changes. All right, so this question is a fantastic question. If you're watching me and you're not currently doing any conversion optimization, stop this right now and get on with that, and then come back and see which ones you need to test, right? So if you're not testing, first thing to do is start testing. If you are, these are some great places to start testing. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, here's what you could do to help. Number one, click that like button, consider subscribing, leave me a comment and tell me what else a beginner should be doing, Digital Marketing 101, in terms of testing your landing pages, maybe optimizing their funnel for more conversion. So I'd love to see your comment. If there's any questions that we can help you with, we have over 100 consultants here at 1IMS that helps companies just like you every single day increase more conversions from their website, right? Some businesses just don't need more traffic. They got plenty of traffic. What they need is squeezing more conversions out of their existing traffic. Trust me when I tell you, it's great to have more traffic. Traffic is extremely competitive. And so if you're generating tons of traffic and you're not getting the leads that you need to get out of it, and that's where your challenge is, reach out to one of our consultants. We'll be happy to consult with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.